Hey guys, welcome back to a new video tutorial. It's been a very long time since I've said that, but I guess you can say that good things come to those who wait, or something like that. Anyway, so many of you might already be getting very excited with what you see in front of you right now, which is Kali Linux. I'm going back to my roots with the videos and just doing what I know best, or rather trying to learn again, because it's been such a long time. But today we're going to be looking at Nmap, and Nmap, it literally means network mapper, and it is a very important tool when it comes to penetration testing and things like that. So Nmap, is being named the security product of the year by the Linux Journal. It was even featured in 12 different films, including Matrix Reloaded, Die Hard 4, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Bourne, Ultim, and yeah, lots of different things like that. So it is a very well-known tool, and it would be a shame if you guys didn't actually know how to use it. So this is only a basic guide on Nmap, and we're going to be doing some very basic host discovery and OS detection, which you can use with other tools such as Metasploit. So we are using Kali Linux 2.0, which I've already done a video on in the past. You know what I really hate about Kali Linux 2.0? This thing. I am literally holding down this. What is this, Windows 8? Come on, we moved away from that. Even Windows moved away from that. Oh wait, no they didn't, I'm lying. So yeah, the password for the default account, by the way, is Tor, which is root spelt backwards. So we just log into our Kali Linux machine here. You can see this is the UI for Kali Linux, and we're going to be playing around with some Nmap detection. We're going to be doing a host detection, and we're also going to be doing OS detection. So what that means is we're going to be using Nmap to find other hosts on the network. So if you don't know what a host is, that is simply someone who's connected to the network. Other people might call it clients or nodes or things like that, but I'm going to be calling it host for this example, just because node kind of refers to like server technology and things like that, or something like that anyway. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're not doing any hacking of any kind. We might do that in the future using Nmap, but yeah. So other things that Nmap includes things like port scanners using TCP and UDP, version detection, ping sweeps, and more. It's very powerful, portable, easy, free, well documented, supported, acclaimed, and popular. I just read that off the nmap.org website, which is the official website, and the link to that will be in the description. So Nmap does actually come pre-installed on Kali Linux 2.0, but you know what? Let's just stop blabbering on here. And I should also mention that it also works with Windows, and it also has a GUI interface if you don't want to use command line, but we're going to be covering command line in this example. And I can hear my dogs banging around outside, so let's hope they don't try and start banging another dog, so that'd be rather annoying. So what we're going to do is open up a terminal in Kali Linux, and this machine only has one processor in it, so it might be kind of slow, but we shouldn't have to worry about it too much. So the first thing we're going to do is get our IP address. Now this VirtualBox is connected straight to the network, so it acts as if it's an actual machine on the network alongside my computers and my routers. They are all matched up, and I'm just gonna sort my dogs out. Okay, so that's them dealt with. So where was I? I can't remember, so I'll just repeat myself. So this VirtualBox is connected directly to the network alongside my workstation and my routers and other people's computers. And because it's connected to the network directly, it means I can scan the network and pick up their host name. So I don't need any other virtual machines for this video. So if you're wondering what the settings are on this virtual machine, if we go to settings here, the network adapter is bridged, which means it will bridge itself into the network, and it has the same IP addresses, and it follows the same, like it will acquire the IP address from the same DHCP server as all the other machines on my network do. So you can see here that my IP address is 10.0.0.113, and if I just bring up my Windows machine here and do ipconfig, you can see that my IP address is 10.0.0.105. So what I'm saying basically is that these two are on the same network, and with Nmap I'll be able to find this operating system, and that's what we're going to do. So Nmap will run simply by doing Nmap, and if you type Nmap in, it will come up with all the parameters that you put in. So this is a parameter driven command line interface, so you put in parameters and the tool will respond in such a way to give you results. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a ping sweep, I think they call it, I can't really remember, but what we're going to do, is do a ping sweep. So I'm just going to actually check my facts on that because I can't remember what it's called. So what we're going to do is a ping scan, and basically all this does is it will detect which computers are online rather than detecting what ports are open. So it's a fast, simple way of finding out what is online, and it will also return some very limited information such as their IP address and the model or something like that. So then what we need to do is type in the IP address range that we want to scan. So we're going to do 10.0.0.0/24, which means it will scan all of the IP addresses. So that will be, it'll scan from 10.0.0.0 to 10.0.0.255. And it'll scan all the way up to that, and it will retrieve all the information back to us. So just hit enter, and I'll pause the video while that does it. Oh wait, never mind, because there's not many devices on this network apparently. So I'll run you through what we have here. So bearing in mind this appears to only be picking up LAN. Oh wait, no, it's picking up LAN and wireless, so anything connected to the network directly. For a minute there I couldn't see a wireless laptop I was expecting to see. So what we've got here is a Netgear router. So this is actually a switch in my room. We have a Draytech, which is another switch. We have an Asus computer, that is the laptop downstairs, connected by Wi-Fi. We have MicroStar International, that is my PC, so the board I'm using is an MSI motherboard, so that's why it comes up as a MicroStar. We also have the D-Link International PTE Limited. That is another router I have, which is actually acting as a wireless access point, because old houses and their Wi-Fi capabilities are rather bad. And then we have a Gigabyte Technology Core, which is another computer that's connected to the network. And you can see that it scanned 256 IP addresses, so that's gone from 0.0 to 0.255, and it's detected there are 7 hosts, so you know we've got 7 hosts here. These are all things that responded to our ping scan, and it scanned in 2.11 seconds. So once we've done that, we can find out some information from these different places. So for example, if I scan what appears to be the default gateway here, so that's 10.0.0.1, it hasn't retrieved any information about that. So if we want to find out what that is, all we need to do is do nmap-ss-a and then type in the IP address, so it's 10.0.0.1, and what that'll bring back is the information about this particular IP address. So what we've just done there is a SYN stealth scan alongside an OS detection, or rather OS fingerprint detection, so we can find out what basically the IP address actually is. So yeah, that's what we've done there. So you can see here, this is the SYN stealth scan, and this is our OS detection or OS fingerprinting and version detection and things like that. So that might take a while to complete, so I'll just pause the video while it does. So that took a little while to complete, you know, it took 149.94 seconds, but what it's done there is it has detected and brought us some more information about our this particular IP address. So you can see what we've actually found here is the default gateway. So if you remember, the IP address was 10.0.0.1. If I bring up the Windows machine here, you can see that the default gateway is 10.0.0.1. So we have found that. And what it's also done is it's detected port 80 is open, which is a HTTP port. So what we can actually do with that is we can actually go onto the admin control panel of that particular device. So if I type in 10.0.0.1, it will bring us to the SuperHub GUI, and you can see here it actually brings back that title for us anyway, because it will detect that. So SuperHub GUI, and it's found that, and then we can, you know, mess about in that stuff if we're actually going to be intruding this network. So it's also brought back that it's a broadband router, which it's got right, and it's also running and OS details and things like that. So let's see how this performs if we actually scan someone's actual PC. So what we're going to do is scan my PC, which is this one here, the MicroStar one, and we're going to be scanning the IP address here, so it's 10.0.0.105. So let's just do the same scan again, this one, and then we're going to change the IP address, 105, and we'll see what information it brings back. So if you're wondering, 105 is actually the IP address of this machine. Zenmap has found that for us. Alright, so that scan is finished, and you can see here what is returned to us is the NetBIOS name, so that is the name of this PC, which is Jack-PC. You can also see other things like the workgroup and what operating system it is running. So you can see we're running Windows 10 Professional, and also the version number. And also it brings back things like accounts and authentication level and other things like that. And it also should bring back the IP addresses which are open on this particular PC. So you can see we've got all these IP addresses open, and also what services they are. So you can see that we've got a 2869 TCP HTTP port open, but you can see here that it hasn't brought back any kind of web server because it's a HTTP title. It is service unavailable. And you can also see some information down here which is aggressive OS guesses, so it's actually guessed a whole bunch of different operating systems here, but that's just kind of really broad and not very specific. You know, it's very vague. It's brought back from Windows, the Microsoft Windows Phone all the way to Windows 8 Enterprise. So yeah, so this is the information we're looking for here. You can see we've got our NetBIOS name, the MAC addresses, the what operating system we're running, and from there we can actually begin to sculpt up an attack. But yeah, so that's basically it for this quick little video demonstration tutorial thing of the of Nmap. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is the video for Nmap. So this is really basic stuff. Hopefully we'll get into some more complicated stuff, but what I want to do with this is basically move on using the results we get from Nmap to start performing some attacks on different PCs. So that might be using Metasploit or Armitage, but basically Armitage will already have all these features built in, so it depends how you want to go about it. So if I just show you Armitage, see if we just search it, Armitage will actually do this for us anyway, so, and it presents it us in a nice GUI interface. However, if you want to actually learn how to use Nmap, then I recommend doing it through command line, because Armitage won't really teach you much, and it's not actually booted up. There we go. So I'll just show you Armitage using these tools. Okay, so Armitage isn't loading at the moment, but you get what I'm saying. Armitage basically automates that whole command line process for you, and I've already demonstrated that before in previous videos, so I don't really need to show you again. But yeah, so that is the end of this video tutorial. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed it, and we should be playing around with some more hacking and security stuff in the near future. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I shall see you again in the next one.